I woke up like this. I woke up like this. Well, mine is a bonnet, but I did wake up like this. Okay. So, yeah, I made me a cup of coffee, and then I was like, yo, get to it. You only got a few hours before you need to go back to the sunken place. I think that's literally what I'm going to call it now. Because, yeah, I go into a shell of myself. And that's okay. It's okay. That's being an American. The American way. So, yeah. But anyway, so I'd say let me get this out the way. Not like that, but let me put myself first. So I've actually been up for a little minute. I got up. I bought some new exercise equipment, so I worked out for about 10 minutes this morning. It's a lot of strength and conditioning training, so just did 10 minutes. I need to eat. I need to start getting in the habit of eating in the mornings. But one thing at a time. Oh no, that's my drip. That's not these janky eyebrows. Oh, no, not full caterpillars yet. But they're getting there. They're getting there. So yeah, I worked out this morning, made me a cup of coffee, brushed my teeth. And then I started to settle my thoughts about how I wanted to approach this topic. And I'm happy I didn't do this one right after the baby father one, because then I would sound like I'm beating the I love men above all drum, and that's not it at all. So I want to make sure that I catch that energy before it even starts to seep out. So I'm happy I was able to focus on myself a little bit in between videos. But this video, of course, comes from me trolling the internet and not having the guts, the energy, the time, the patience, or whatever the fuck happens when you comment on Facebook and then everybody else starts commenting and then you're going back and forth and then you realize you don't even know this motherfucker. Like, y'all live in the same city and you've never seen this bitch. So, like, why do you care? One of those moments. So, I typed out and then I deleted and then I started to type out. Then I was like, fuck it, that sounds like you're doing a video. So, the topic or the question posed or the statement made was rather, a homegirl of mine doesn't see the benefits of being in a relationship. And, she just doesn't think it makes sense. And I'm like, alright, I can understand, her reasoning, for her. I then had to question myself about, how do I feel about that? And then first of all, I'm gonna take the outward approach and then go in like I always do. So outwardly, in the observational stance, because I always try to observe first, and then make a decision. So I'm reading like 100 comments, like over 100 comments, and I didn't even go to the sub comments this time because I realize why I don't like being around my people sometimes. Like, they just irk you. Like, they just say shit. And it's like, did you hear yourself? Like, did you even think about that before you said something? I ain't calling you dumb, fam. I'm just saying you're moving too fast in this moment. That's all I'm saying. So, in reading the comments, or as many as I could get through, as many as I could stomach, this is the city that reads, but like, do we have comprehension skills thereafter? Like, if I say the word implications to you, do you know what that means? Like, the shit that people are saying as to why they don't believe in relationships. All right, let me break this down into two groups so I can kind of keep it focused, because I'll go on a tangent. The overwhelming kind of consensus on the woman's side of things, of the people who don't believe in relationships, is like, men don't want to grow, they don't want nothing in life, like, they want you to do all the heavy lifting or do all the work, and then next thing you know, like, he just on to the next, he cheating on you anyway, like, he want to have side bitches, he can't even take care of home. Alright? And then the overwhelming kind of echo in the men's comments or whatever that I read was pretty much, no man, I don't really need nothing but some in-house pussy for real. So like outside of that, like I love my homegirl, she good enough. I talk to my homeboys, they good enough. Like I don't need all that shit, fam, unless I'm trying to marry you for real. Unless I'm trying to marry you. But like, who the fuck getting married these days? So I don't know, fam. I don't know, man. You trying to give up this pussy still, though? Is the overwhelming consensus. And I just kind of have one question to pose to both. What choices are you fucking idiots making in these streets to make you conclude this shit right now? God damn. Again, I'm not calling y'all stupid. I'm just saying you moving too motherfucking fast in this scenario. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I have been in some shitty relationships. Well, actually, I'm not even going to say that. They ended badly. Like, I've been in some real intense relationships because I, myself, am an intense person. I'm just intense. Like, you can be sitting next to me and be like, yo, you feel that? Oh, no, that's just, like, it's, sorry. Got a lot on my mind. I can't. Just move over. Like, that's all I can tell you. So, I had to realize for Regina, and again, I'm never telling anybody what to do. I'm just sharing my journey with whomever, right? So for Regina, it has always been, I made decisions that had implications thereafter that resulted in us not being together anymore. And then resulted in me overreacting in some of those breakups and doing some crazy shit. I will say in the breakup with my ex, when we actually broke up, I don't think I wilded out as much as I seemingly could have in that moment. I did not. I don't think I did. Then again, I can't really remember, so I probably did and blocked it all the way out. However, the time frame thereafter, where I normally do shit that puts me and him at irretrievable odds, I didn't do that. So he was the beginning of growth in this arena. Doing some different shit just because I got to do some different shit. And I speak about him often because that's the last relationship that I was in. I was in this 2-week thing. This guy in Atlanta asked me to be his girlfriend, and then I was like, yeah. And then I went to go see him, and he kept thinking about his wife. It was weird. We'll have that conversation another time. But back to the issue at hand, right? I had to realize, or as I was sitting back, at a later juncture in life, determining if I wanted to be my ex's friend again, I had to realize, look, it's all about the choices that I and he made during that time that we was together that made our relationship what it was. So I just need to make different choices to make a friendship work. All right, so shelf that. But to take away from that story is choices. Choices. Good choices that you make. It's a drag queen. I forget her name that I watch. But she always would go, choices. Bitch, it's the choices you make. So in reading these comments, I just want to sit men and women down and be like, yo, be aware of the choices that you make. So let's go back, because that was, it's levels to a conversation with me. And I'm trying to keep this shit succinct. You got to go back. Keep up. All right, so we was down here. I talked to both sides. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy down here. Boom, but let's go back to, the initial reason I was even reading this shit. Does one see utility or believe in a relationship. So I do. I still do. But the reason that I do is because of how I view relationships now. Like, I don't have those misconceptions on what a relationship is. Like, my next relationship, we may not live together. That may not be how we love each other. I'm open to that. My next relationship, we may meet each other on a Monday, move in the following Sunday, and get married 3 Thursdays from that. And I'm open to that too. My next relationship, I might be in the bruise of starting right now only because I know the person, but I don't know that I'm going to end up with the person. And it's not like I'm crushing on somebody or that's the thing. I'm just open to that being a possibility too. Why, you might ask? Oh, because the bitch desperate. She been single for forever. No, ho. That's not why. Because I decided and am currently perfecting or working on the relationship with myself. And I'm seeing how important that is. And I'm enjoying that journey and that beautifulness. I think the reason why people don't see the utility in relationships is because they don't understand what the fuck a relationship truly is, what they need and what they want out of one, because they keep running from the most important relationship, which is the relationship with self. Like, hear me, fam. And this ain't no high horse, no thumping, no tambourine or nothing. This is just pure fucking empirical studying of my own goddamn life. Shit changed for me at 30, which was a couple of years ago. And that's when I want to say I legitly started my relationship with myself. And it ain't start easy. Shit, it started how every relationship with Regina fucking starts. In strife. I wasn't fucking with me at 30. You can call my best friend. I wasn't fucking with her when I first met her. Who the fuck are you, fam? Get your little ass out of here, little bougie ass bitch. We in the 6th grade. We 10 years old. You got on heels. Yo, let's fight. At 30, I'm looking myself in the mirror like, bitch, you made all these dumbass decisions up to this point. Let's fight. And then at some point I realized I'm stuck with my ass. I'm stuck with myself. Yo, you can't beat yourself up. And even if you try, right? Like, let's say you sit back and you punch yourself in the face and all this shit, right? It's hilarious, right? Black eyes and all that. What happened? I don't know. Whatever. At the end of it all, you still stuck with it. I was stuck with me. So, in being stuck with me, yo, I had to work on it. I couldn't run. Yo, I'm the only nigga I couldn't run from. And I was the nigga getting on my nerves the most. Like, at 30, I realized, alright, everything might be fucking up because you a little fucked up. And that's okay. And I'm not saying everybody fucked up. I'm just saying that everybody is fucking something up. If you're not where you want to be, that's just science. Did somebody just send me money? Or ask for something? Hold on. Ask. Anyway. So, in embarking on this relationship with myself, excuse me, I put in the work. I'm putting in the work. Still to this day. Like, it don't stop. It can't stop. And then here's the thing. Like, the next relationship I'm in, that nigga the side nigga already coming through the door. Cause nigga, what? You ain't getting in the way of my wife, my bitch, my ace in the hole, that's me. And I'm not so, and don't go running with that. Cause I mean, ladies, hey, if you're not me, if you don't look like me, if you can't fall in the same box with me, This part ain't. Hey, y'all, we gotta stop taking shit and running with it. We gotta stop going to the extreme just because we can, like, just for the fuck of it. Like, let's do that with each other because we can forgive each other for that shit. They can't. They don't have what we got, y'all. So, like, don't take that and run with it. Like, no, nigga, I'm in a relationship with me, so fuck you, fuck your feelings. It don't matter. I'm going out with my girl. You know what I mean about being in a relationship with you. About taking care of you, right? About not forsaking you in those times where you know you all you got. You can still care for and love and take care of your family while still loving, respecting, and honoring yourself in the way in which you want others to. Because you got to be the first example that they see of that. All right, we good. Like, we'll talk about that on another, like, day, just me and you. We just have, I'll get some strawberries. We'll have some wine. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about that. But like, don't run with it. Like, let's go back to the big conversation. But don't run with it. But take care. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back. We out the book. So anyway, yeah, like, he coming through the door, the side nigga. Like, straight up. Straight up. Like, I already got that, perfect relationship within myself, going with myself. I know what I like. I know how to treat myself, all that. Now, because I'm deciding to introduce you to us, I'll show you how we move. I'll show you how we get down. Hopefully you'll study, pay attention, do your homework, and then thus you'll make it to the master's class where it's like, we like him. We gon' make this work. We gon' make this work. Because I want to be the side bitch to your relationship with yourself too, sir. Like, this ain't no woman empowerment and it's only about Shira. No, this is about human empowerment. Because that nigga got a head, 2 arms, a heart that beats, 2 legs. Like, we just have genitalia that match, that makes babies. Like, that's it. That's it. So, like, in understanding that, because I don't, first of all, let me be clear on a couple of things. One, I do speak in man, woman, because that's what I understand, not negating anything else. That's just what I subscribe to. 2, I am a heterosexual woman. I do date men, or at least see myself in a relationship in the future with a man. Am I open to being with a woman? No. No. Nope. Just however you needed to hear that. No. Now, and let's be also very transparent. Have I had sex and found myself attracted to a woman? Yep. Yep. Yes. Sure have. Has nothing to do with what I see my relationship as. No, for those in the back. Oh, you're just subscribing to Henderson. Hey, shut the fuck up. I am subscribing to what makes me happy. Men make me happy. Be happy that I cleaned that up for you. Men make me happy. So back to what a relationship for me would be. I want to meet a whole, healthy being. In order to be whole, you do have, like, sides. You do have, like, components that gel and meld together. I'm not saying you need to know each and every last one, but you at least need to have the tools of discovery necessary. So when I'm coming to you like, yo, you don't feel right, is everything okay? You don't do like what the men in the past have done to me, which is rejected that feeling for whatever it is in him that he couldn't resolve. Yo, very different men that I dated, we all hit the same brick wall though. The brick wall of, bitch, how do you know how to love like this? Motherfucker, I don't know. Let's just run with it. They didn't want to run with it. None of them. When I think of relationships from my past, I think of 4 in particular. Yep. 4 in particular. Actually, no. 3. Because I was trying to force my college relationship, and that's because he really loved me. But that was the first time I realized that hurt people. And I was the hurt person hurting someone, thus creating the monster that, that I couldn't handle. I've since apologized, and if not, I'll still go back and apologize. But yeah, and I'm not saying that like he was 100% innocent in any of that. I'm just saying that I should have done better at that time. So I think about the three biggies. If you know me, you know who my three biggies are, and we all hit the same brick wall. And they three fundamentally different guys. Like, the only thing they got in common is their complexion. Like, that's it. Well, and I had all three at their prime. I will say that. Anywho, we hit the same brick wall. The same brick wall of how do you know how to love like that? I don't know. I've always had this ability to understand what it takes to give love to another person. But at 30, I realized that I wasn't getting what it takes for another person to give it back to me because I wasn't giving it to my goddamn self. So that other person didn't have the mirror or didn't have the examples of what to do for me. All right. I can hear y'all. Go ahead and go. That don't make no fucking sense, Regina. Because listen, if I'm doing it for you, right, then that's the motherfucking example. Like, you see me bending over backwards for you. You see me doing all this shit for you. You see me. Hey, pipe down, Bambi. Pipe the fuck down. It don't work like that. Adults don't learn like that, fam. They don't. They don't. I've been teaching people and training people for all my fucking life now. Motherfuckers don't learn like that. Just because you're doing it, they literally are internalizing that shit like that's some shit you do. They ain't got shit to do with me, except for when I'm on the receiving end. And I receive that shit. And see, my little ignorant ass thought, if you green light it, if you ghost light it, like, oh no, I'm doing this so you can feel that, thus, there, and go. No, bitch. Again, that's some more shit you do with more words. People learn from the things that they observe. So how they are not observing it if they're receiving it, because they're receiving it. See, it's weird. It's a small little nuance, but you're not on the both. You got to be in a very you got to understand that you're multidimensional to understand those multi-understandings at the same time. A lot of people can't process shit like that. So, fam, they got it on their own fruition. Observe this shit. What she doing over there? Hey, what the fuck you doing over there? And then they'll start to get it. Regina, what the fuck that got to do with love and relationships? They gotta see you love you properly for them to love you properly. Coffee coat. And here's the gag to that. You gotta love you properly first before you can tell a nigga they ain't loving you properly. Cause how the fuck you know? You only know the shit that you've accepted, you've received, that you thought was tolerable. Because that's all that motherfucker was capable of giving you based off their own limitations and proclivities. Bitch is at the heights you can reach. Do you know? Have you pushed yourself that far? I don't want to hear nothing. Since I turned 30, I've traveled by myself. I go to dinners by myself now. I do scary shit like this by myself. Fucking. And then, I come across people. Actually, I go out to the bar by myself. I go to the club by myself. Like the legit club by my goddamn self. Like, and that don't mean that if you see me in the streets, I'm alone. I'm just chilling by myself. And so people ask me now, well, how can you do it? What you mean? Because I'm with my bestest fucking friend. What you mean? Like, that bitch make me laugh. That bitch make me smile. She know all the best places to eat. She know all my favorite restaurants. That bitch love drinking what I like to drink. She ready to go home. Oh my God. She ready to go home when I'm ready to go home. She's so ready. She be telling me to go home before I even leave. My God, that's my bitch. I be so happy when I'm with her. And then, I don't know, for me, these past couple of years, the process has been great because, I mean, no, I'm not going to take that back. The process has been great. And here's why. Because I'm now at that phase where I've kind of fine-tuned the relationship with myself. We're at that boring phase of where, around this part of relationship is, I don't know if I've mentioned my age. I don't think I'm going to, but we over 30. We not quite big in the 40s or close to the 40s yet, but we over 30. So we at that boring phase in the relationship. Around that time where everybody like, oh, I need a side bitch. I need a side nigga. I need something. This shit getting stale. We at the grown up phase of the relationship. Yes, I'm still talking about me with myself because I believe in relationships and I'm explaining to you actively why I do. So I'm at the boring phase where I gotta set up house. We gotta talk about bills. We gotta save. We gotta talk about credit. The fight about credit we had the other night. Whoosh, whoosh, the fight. But we're ordering our steps. That's what relationship is. It's about a being for being melding together to make life work. That's what relationships are to me. So that's why I believe in what relationships are. I'm taking that first scary step of having a relationship and fine-tuning a relationship with myself enough to the point where I'm not going to cheat on myself right now and accept anybody. That's why I'm happy that I did all of this, because I'm weaning people out. And now, once I get used to the boring, right, and I'm going to just be like, oh, man, this is just where we are and what we doing now. It's fine. And I weaned out everybody who don't get, don't fit, don't support, don't need to add to. Then I'm going to start attracting the people who are observant. Hey, what are you doing? I get that. So, like, back to because we broke off into how and why I think relationships work. And I did the first part of, like, working on myself. And there's the segue to, like, the second part of that. When I start attracting people or attracting valuable people, I know that they will now be more of the support or the partnership that I legitimately view relationships through. I don't think I will hit that brick wall because it won't exist anymore. I've cleared it up in myself. I now know how and why I love this way. I can explain it if you have questions. And then I can acknowledge that if you have questions, we at that point where you either can't receive your blessings and I need to keep it pushing, no love lost, no time spent. Or you at that point where you're going to break down and hurdle your own walls, and I'm happy to be a part of your journey here and there. I'm here to grow with you, nigga. Let's grow. So that's why I believe in relationships. I know that I'm traveling the journey it takes to get there. Like I was looking at everybody was talking about Boris Kojo's wife, Nicole. What up? What did she pray to God in order to, get him? Motherfucker, she put in work. Like she put up that prayer, but like she said she threw that into the universe and then she put in work. Man, to find that person, man or woman, that you are looking for, you got to put in work. I'm talking to the man and or the woman. You got to put in that work, yo. You got to heal yourself. You got to fix yourself. You got to order your goddamn steps. Or you going to keep attracting the fuckery that got you thinking that relationships is this when it's really that. And it ain't that. And like, making people questioning your reading comprehension skills and if you should even procreate. Like, you're not dumb. You just moving too fucking fast. Slow down. Time ain't forever, but I promise you're going to be here tomorrow. And if you're not, come collect. It's just that, like, it's light as a rock, fam. It's light as a rock. But once you get it, that shit's your weapon. So, back to the topic at hand. Because we went all the way down to the bottom. And I believe we've worked our way back up to the top. And it's not a 40-minute one, although I'm not done yet. Back to the top. The inward reflection of it all. And reading all of those comments and my homegirl even posing the question, it makes me nervous. Right. I just ended off on that really ass cool note, right? Like, damn, Regina, that was good, bitch. That got me excited. You know what? I know my man is coming, but let me get my shit together. Damn, girl, you got me going. What you about to end it off with? Bitch, I don't think I'm gonna have one though. Like, I don't think there's a person out there for me. Like, I don't. I legitly don't. Cause the facade is too strong right now. We not living in a time where what I'm saying and what I'm feeling is universally applied or accepted or even checked. My work chronicle shows that I am a difficult to work with motherfucker. Shit, all my exes will tell you the same too. I don't think so. Yeah. Does it make me sad though? And that's, I guess, the last part of this. Like, if everything you're saying is true, Regina, right? And that, like, people need to reflect inward. They aren't now. They hear your fucking message. They start reflecting inward. You know, people get better. Society changes. But then your dumb ass don't have nobody because you not meeting a lot of people who talking like this, right now. And you relegate yourself single and barren and childless. Although the childless thing ain't happening because, like, I understand science. So, but, like, yeah, I end up alone. Am I okay with that? Yes. Because, again, do you need to rewind to somewhere in the middle of this video when I told you, oh, I already got my wife. Like, I already got my ace in the hole. I already got me. I'm content with that. Like, to some degree, with some of the sayings were true. You can find the fulfillment that you need elsewhere. You can supplement. Like, if you're not going outside enough to get sun rays, they do have vitamin D pills for your ass. There are supplements for the natural shit that you want. However, if you can't tell, I'm a natural motherfucker. I try to keep shit as natural as possible. So yes, ideally, I would love to be in a whole ass real life relationship that we have that like make you go right. But if it doesn't happen, I'm okay with that too, because at least I showed myself that I was worth the sacrifice. I was worth the sacrifice of not unjustly coupling with anything for some in-house pain. I mean, bitches want to fuck too. Like, Cardi said it. She likes sex in the morning. Like, we all do. Right? So, yeah, I'm not just going to settle for anything for some in-house pain. It's not working. It's not worth it. I'm happy that I made the sacrifice for what I'm worth. And I'm the first person to do it for myself. So, outside of my mama, but that's a whole different series of conversations. But, like, yeah. I'm the first person to do it for myself, and I appreciate it. Like, I'm worth this sacrifice. So, yeah. I might have time for a nap. I'm going to try to take my morning nap before I have to go to work. But thank you for spending this time with me. It's a goddamn. But as always, I am sending light, and love.